Hello everyone. Welcome to our tutorial on how to create a sale ad for the 2019 makeover. I'm going to give folks a chance to hop on before we get started. Three people. Ah, ah, ah. Sorry, I might be a little loopy. I apologize. Well, I guess I will go ahead and get started. Um, if you haven't heard my voice before, my name is Jennifer Crowl. I'm your show secretary this year. And I also write the scoring program and the entry management system, which is why it was a great transition this year for me to step up into the role as your secretary. So let's walk through what our new system will be for this year's marketplace. We've opened it up early this year. So June 1st was the opening day for starting ad submissions. I will say we have one already, thank goodness. Hello, Kirsten. Any horse that is registered with a pending or accepted status, you can create an ad for. And those will then show up in our marketplace. So you'll need to make sure that your horse is registered first before you can create an ad. So if you haven't done so, please, please, please make sure you register your horses. We have an early timeline this year, so anything that we have ad-wise as of July 31st is what will go to print in the catalog. Now you can add afterwards, you can make changes up until the day of the makeover if you wish, not a problem, but keep in mind that the introduction blurb for your horse will be printed as it appears on July 31st. And I know that we will be doing a live event for this as well, but how to take great photos. Make sure you have photos. Those are very, very, very important. Some things to keep in mind. You can make changes to your ad at any point in time. Do not feel like it has to be perfect right now, and don't feel like you're locked in. If you go to an event in 2 weeks and it goes really well and you'd like to add that to their advertisement, feel free. Not a problem at all. What will happen is any changes to text or photos will go back into the system for us to verify and approve, and then it'll be posted live. New for this year, we're going to be doing a color catalog, and each horse will have basic information as well as a QR code. And I can actually show you an example of that. I think if you didn't see it in the newsletter. And each code will scan individually to your horse. We will have ride times, where you'll be at in the barns, directions on how to find you. All of that information will be available when they scan, which means that the only thing that's going to be set in stone on July 31st is this horse introduction. Everything else can be changed. New for this year, we're going to have 3 different types of ads for the marketplace. The first one is going to be that standard ad that we talked about before. So your horse will be identified in the online entry list with a green horse head. Their competitor number will be the first series of numbers on green bridle numbers. In the results, they'll also have a horse head shown on print and online. In the show program, it will also have them with the green icon and on their stall cards. You'll also have the online listing as well as the standard listing in the print catalog that I showed you before, that 4 to a page. The next step up is the featured. That's $85. This listing is going to give you the option of having either a half-page ad or a static ad on the Jumbotron in our covered arena that will show at least 3 times over the course of the event. And with both of those, you will have the option to use 2 photos, not just 1. And then finally, the newest thing that we're talking about is the premium, which is $100. And that will have all the same things as the standard. And you'll get the half page of the catalog and the Jumbotron. So with all of that in mind, let's go ahead and walk through the final entry, or not the final entry form, how to create a sale ad. Oh, and before I forget, those types of advertising, you will be billed for during the final entry process. So you don't have to pay for them now. Don't feel committed. If you want to make a change between now and then, that's fine. Any ad you can make changes to until the final entry date. So don't feel locked in. Please don't panic. I promise it's not that bad. Okay, so let's go ahead and first off create a sale ad. So I have one horse that is accepted, Hollywood Fame. If I go across, there's the submit an ad column. You'll click the button for each individual horse. You'll verify that it's the correct name. So this is going to be for Hollywood Fame. And then it's going to ask you, do you wish to advertise the horse on the online catalog? If you have the answer is no, it was great talking to you. I'll see you later. If you choose to do an ad, you can choose which one of the 3. So I'm going to just start off with a standard ad. I'm not totally committed, but I'm going to go ahead and create this and get them online. This section here is going to tell you if your ad has been approved the way it looks below or if it's pending. So any changes that you make to text, whether it be the catalog intro, online description, those kinds of things are going to send it back to us just so we can check grammar, spelling, complete sentences, make sure that there's no swear words. You guys get the gist. So first off, you can supply an organization or business that is selling the horse. I am an amateur, so I've got no organization or business to speak of. And you can list your price in dollar form. And the reason why we have chosen to do it in dollar form is so that way this year in the marketplace, people can shop via price point. So if it's negotiable, you can put down what you would like, and then in the online description say negotiable or to be determined, whatever your heart desires. So that's going to be the easiest way to do that. Next is going to be the catalog introduction section, and if you actually hover over the eye, it will explain that field for you. So this is going to be what goes into the print catalog. So make it a brief introduction, kind of like an elevator speech for your horse. Limit is 150 characters, just a little over tweet length. We wanted to give you enough room for 3 sentences or 3 strong bullet points. So without knowing too much about my infamous horse here, has everything in a small package, loves any jump you put in front of him. Point and click kind of horse. Like I said, you want to kind of have this catalog introduction be a wow statement. What's going to draw their attention so that way they scan through with the QR code to get more information, more videos, more photos, to actually come find you at the makeover. That's what you're looking for here. The online description is where you can get really in depth. Show records, upcoming events that they are doing. If you get it in there with enough lead time, hopefully we can get it approved so that way those kinds of things are visible to them. You can include, like I said, videos are going to be down below, photos. If you've never done it before, ask around on the Facebook page. There are a lot of people who have done selling over the years that know how to write a great description, and they are always more than willing to help out. So since I am a newbie and we're just testing this out, I'm just going to put something in here short and sweet. All right. The next section is new for this year. And since we know that a lot of you don't know what disciplines exactly you're going to be going into this year, in October, we decided to go ahead and give you the option to list what they have potential for, instead of having you stick to the 2 disciplines or 1 discipline that you're planning on competing in. And this way, we can hopefully help advertise these horses in a way that is more marketable compared to, say, sport horse websites or any of the breed specific or discipline specific websites. So I've done this one before. So this guy's amateur friendly, and you know what? Since I say he loves to jump, let's give him all the jumping. And he loves kids. Gosh, my horse has a lot of potential. I'm not going to say dressage. Our lesson went very, very poorly today. And you can provide 3 links for videos or photos. You can include gallery, an Instagram page, a Facebook page, whatever you think is going to best advertise and showcase your horse. That's entirely up to you. So I'm just going to link to my Facebook. And the next question is going to be whether or not you have radiographs available. You can select no or yes. My apologies, that shouldn't show up that way. I'm going to say no. And then notes for previous injuries, if he has any. My guy is clean as a whistle. And for any nonprofits, you can describe the adoption policy or what restrictions you have. Since I'm not a nonprofit and I'm just an amateur selling this guy for fun, this is all the more that I need. So make sure you double check your work. And if everything looks good, you hit submit. If the ad is accepted, you'll receive a notification at the top here under your name that your sale ad has been updated. And if you want to double check it, you can click sale ad link again, and there it is, live and in color. And like I said, it'll list pending until that changes, until somebody has a chance to look at it. So just in case your horse doesn't have any photos and you'd like to upload those, let me go ahead and review that real quick. And I don't see any questions yet, so that's a plus. So we click on the upload photos for this particular horse, Hollywood Fame. Verify that it's the correct horse. And you have 4 photo options: confirmation, headshot, and then 2 personality photos, whether that be out in the field or doing whatever it is you do, or a selfie, doesn't matter. So let's add a confirmation photo and a headshot. And you'll make sure that they're each under 1 meg in these formats and hit upload. Ta-da. And if I want to double check, you can hit view photos and it lists the status as whether or not it's been approved or not, and what photos that you have. If you want to view them, you can click through and make sure you've got the right ones. Anybody have any questions? This might be the shortest tutorial in tutorial history. You're welcome. If you guys couldn't tell, I absolutely hate public speaking, so this was just like a nightmare for me. Okay, if we don't have any questions, I will say this: if you do have any questions, comments, or concerns, feel free to email me, secretary@tbmakeover.com.org. Sorry. And I will be happy to walk you through the process, answer any of your questions. Like I said, in every email I've sent you so far, don't hesitate to ask. I am more than happy to help you guys out. Well, if we don't have any questions, thank you for being here. I hope you enjoy. We'll make sure we get this uploaded to YouTube as well, and we will post it on the webinar section here below. Thanks, guys.